What's up, everybody? So I'm in an Uber headed over to a friend's house to do some recording today, and I thought I would take this opportunity to do a vlog about my approach to production. I get a lot of questions about this. For the most part, I don't really produce my own tracks, and there's a couple reasons for that, which I'll explain in this video. The first reason, and kind of the simplest explanation, is I don't really enjoy it. I don't really enjoy mixing and mastering. It's not my thing. I went to school, I studied songwriting, I didn't study music production, so I don't really enjoy it. That's the first and foremost reason. The second reason, the other reason that I tend to not produce my own tracks is that, sorry, it's getting a little dark. We're going through a tunnel here. We're coming out the other side of the tunnel. So the second reason that I don't tend to produce my own tracks is that I already spend countless hours in front of a computer. You know, I work online, obviously, so I spend a ton of time in front of my computer, working by myself for the most part. So the last thing I want to do at the end of a long work day is spend another 5 or 6 hours in front of my laptop mixing and mastering a track I just don't enjoy. I don't think it's good for you to spend that much time in solitude sitting in front of a computer. It just doesn't feel natural to me. So I tend to look for every opportunity that I can to interact and work with other people. So I find it a lot more enjoyable to bring other people into the mix, no pun intended, and work that way. So I'm going over to a friend's house. He's going to help me lay down some tracks. This is for a song that was already accepted by the show, Born This Way, but they wanted me to make an alternate version using an acoustic guitar. So that's what we're doing today. So again, I thought I would just do a quick vlog about this, and I'll see you guys when I get over to my friend's house, Eusebio. What's up, everybody? So I just got to my friend Eusebio's house. What's up, Eusebio?
Oh, bro.
And so check it out. This is my assistant, my engineer today is Eusebio Garrido. Eusebio, how are you? Say hello.
Hello, Ryan.
Hello. Nice to be here with Eusebio. Eusebio is going to be helping me out with the recording session today. We're also going to be Skyping remotely with Gary Gray, so it's going to be kind of cool. The three of us are going to be working together. So let's go.
I'm actually doing some production stuff. How's that?
Oh, you want to get a section where you're doing some production stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm filming you right now, but I'll just film you scratching your nose. So
well, let me fire up my studio because I'm going to get the tempo for you guys.
All right.
yeah, for sure.
I'll go to the bathroom.
So we've got Gary Gray on Skype. Everybody, this is Gary Gray. Say hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
I didn't mean to literally say that. He's such a smartass. And we've got Eusebio Garrido over here, who's going to be engineering the session. So what's cool with technology and the internet is we can do sessions remotely. I've got Gary in Los Angeles. We're over here in Santo Domingo. And through the power of the internet, we can all essentially be in the same room together. So in a second, we're going to upload our tracks, and Gary is going to assist us remotely just to make sure that we get the best possible takes. So we'll be back once we get the session. So we have the session we're working on loaded into our DAW. We're using Logic for today's session. We have Gary, who recorded the original session in LA on Skype, and he's walking us through how to get the track set up properly for today's session. What we're doing, by the way, this is a track that was accepted by the show called Born This Way, and they've requested an alternate acoustic version. So it's going to be a simple session. We're just laying down acoustic guitars on my end, and then Gary's going to do some acoustic piano, and we're just getting the session set up properly. All right, Gary, back to you.
All right. So, Eusebio, do you have 95 BPM set up on Logic?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Right, turn the metronome on and play along with the track. We'll have to make sure that it's lined up to the grid. We'll see if that tempo works and that you have the right sample rate and bit depth over there.
It doesn't sound like it's lining up.
It's not lining.
It sounds like the right tempo, it's just not, I don't think it's lining up with the performance.
You'll just have to slide it over to the left or the right.
Let me do that real quick.
Gary, I'm recording right now, so if you can just kind of bring everybody up to speed on exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Sure, what we're doing is we're doing kind of a unplugged version of this track called Rays of Hope that was approved for the A&E television show Born This Way, and a beautiful song written by Aaron. And what was asked for by the show was an acoustic guitar plus piano version. So Aaron's there in the Dominican Republic with Eusebio as engineer, and I'm producing it remotely. And so what we're doing now is I'm having Eusebio edit the drums, which come in the middle of the song. We're putting them at the beginning, the middle, and the end, so that Aaron will have something to lay down a groove to. Because acoustic guitar on this particular version has to be really exact in terms of rhythmically. Once he does that and sends it back to me, that track, I'll be able to then lay down piano here, and then we're good to go. We'll send it into the show, and bada boom, we're done.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that vlog about my approach to music production. To sort of sum up, basically, my approach, the way I produce my tracks is I do as much possible on my own. So basically, I end up tracking things like guitars, vocals. In some cases, I track full bands. Every song is different. But I basically do the tracking here, wherever I am. I'm in Santo Domingo right now, but I've done this in Chicago. I've done this in Florida. I've done this kind of all over the place. This approach, you can really do it anywhere with, as you saw in this video, with things like Skype and the internet. It's super easy to communicate effectively with people all over the world. So basically, I track everything myself. I send those files to Gary, who does the mixing and mastering. And in some cases, he even does things like arrangement and orchestration. He often will add other MIDI instruments. Sometimes he plays live drums. Every track is different, so it really just depends on the track we're working on. But that's basically my approach. There isn't one right way to approaching production. You can obviously produce everything yourself if you have your own home studio and you enjoy and are good at music production. Then obviously this is a super logical approach. But I know that's not everybody's situation. I know there's a lot of people out there that are sort of like me, that maybe you don't have a fully equipped home studio, or maybe you just don't enjoy music production. So a good sort of middle ground to save a lot of money on the recording process is to track things yourself. Find somebody like Gary Gray, or work with Gary Gray if you want, but find somebody like that who can help you finish your tracks on the back end. So, don't feel like you have to go to a pro studio and throw down $1,000 every time you record a track that you're trying to get licensed, because obviously if you're spending that much money per track, you just don't know. There's no guarantee each time you record a new track whether or not that song will be licensed. So you really need to, if you're trying to approach this as a business, if you're trying to make money from licensing, obviously, like in any business, you need to keep your overhead as low as possible. So that's been my strategy. That works well for me. So that's it for this video. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Again, I'm doing 30 daily videos for 30 consecutive days. I think we're up to, this is the 8th consecutive day. So I have 22 more daily videos. So there's a lot more content coming soon. Until tomorrow, have a great day.